Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. I'm Marco D'Angelo, and I'm joined in studio today, a special guest. You know him at Wager Talk News. He's one of our most popular posters. You rate our horse articles. It's SIG. For SIG in Las Vegas at Sports Investment Group is what the letters SIG stand for. He's actually, his real name is Glenn. He's been a longtime friend of mine, and he's been a horse guy for a long time. He used to follow me around the track back in Pennsylvania with some of my horses. And yeah, you've been in the winner's circle a few times, get some photos with me. But we're going to talk Breeders' Cup, the classic. We got American Pharoah, Beholder, the Showdown. Welcome to doing the videos, buddy, your first one.
Thanks for having me, Marco. It's great to be here. And the Breeders' Cup Classic is like Top Gun. The best of the best are there.
It is a loaded field for sure. Everybody's keying in on, it's almost, almost trying to make this a match race. But, there's several other horses in here that are going to be waiting to try to pick up the pieces. And I got to say to you, Sig, you look at it, and let's go to the Travers race because that's, the race that American Pharoah got beat. He really didn't get beat himself. He got run at in that race. And Frosted did a reversal of form style in that race and decided to go with American Pharoah. And those two battled throughout the race, and it ended up costing Frosted. He faded to third. He actually had his head in front of American Pharoah coming off the final turn, but American Pharoah, being the champion that he is, fought back. And I can tell you as a horse owner, Sig, horses don't battle back after they get passed generally in the lane. That was the heart of a champion, but I think it was a bad drive by Jose Lezcano, who was on Frosted that day and who was only put on him about an hour before the race because the regular jockey Rosario was in an accident a couple races before, and I think that dictated what happened in that race.
Right. If you go back and watch a replay of the Travers, you're going to see, first off, Lezcano was on him. Lezcano took Frosted right from the start to battle against American Pharoah, which Pharoah hasn't faced in, if you go back and watch his previous races. They battled basically from near the middle of the backstretch all the way down around the far turn, and Frosted did take the lead at one point, but the battle ensued, and while they battled, both horses tired, and Keen Ice took advantage and passed him down the stretch.
And that's Keen Ice. A lot of people, they like this horse because he keeps making that big move. He is a one-trick pony, okay? And excuse the pun, being that he's a horse. The horse has one move. He picks up the pieces at the end. He's always going to be coming at the end, but if they go fast fractions up front, they're going to go slower fractions on the back end, and that's whenever he makes up the ground. But if they go modest fractions, honest, modest, not a fast pace, he's in trouble. He's not going to make up that ground coming out of the clouds. And I don't think that he's going to get the fast pace that he needs to get there because I don't see Rosario going after American Pharoah. So who's going to be the sacrificial lamb? I look at this race and I'm like, who's going to go with American Pharoah?
Right. I don't think anybody's going to go with him initially. He's going to go to the lead, which he's shown a propensity to do. Take the lead. What you're going to see, in my opinion, is you're going to see Beholder and Frosted laying slightly off his pace, waiting to make the move. The question's going to come down to who's going to make the move first. And I would think more than likely Rosario might make the move first. Stevens is on Beholder. Stevens is a very smart veteran jockey who is going to sit back, wait for his opportunity, let Frosted make the move, in my opinion, battle Pharoah, and wait to come in and clean up.
I agree with what you're saying there. I just think that if they wait too long, if they play the cat and mouse game between Frosted and Beholder, who's going to make the first move, what's going to end up happening is American Pharoah is going to get that breather, and then when they do make the move, it might not be good enough because he's going to have more left in the tank because he got that breather midway through the race. The other horse that I'm going to throw in there for people not to overlook, and this horse has just been as honest as the day is long. This horse in his career, 12 out of 14 starts, 1, 2, 3, and he's going to have the rail position. He's going to be able to save a lot of ground. Don't overlook Tonalist at the rail making a late run as well. This is a horse that can sit just off of the pace as well and try to pounce, and you're going to have him charging, you're going to have Frosted charging, and you're going to have Beholder charging, and we'll see if American Pharoah can hold them off. For me, That's my 4-horse exacta box. I'm going Tonalist, Frosted, American Pharoah, and Beholder, and I'm just going to watch what's going to be one of the best races of the year.
I can't argue with you. I like all 4 of those horses. If people are looking to play a long shot on Saturday, Smooth Roller is an option. Smooth Roller is going in here at 15-1. 4-year-old, only started racing this year, and won the Awesome Again Stakes. We actually had him in our Wager Talk article back when we previewed the Awesome Again, and he's still improving. He's a 4-year-old horse, only started racing at 4 years old, has 4 races under his belt, 3 wins.
He has the license, the biggest license to jump. We talk about
Exactly.
that on the campaign trail for 3-year-olds going for the Kentucky Derby, how from 4 to 6 starts, that's when you can see a big jump. This horse has that license to do that, but he's a year maturer. So good long shot to consider. Speaking of long shots, we're going to wrap this up. Give us 2 other horses you like on the card. I know there's a horse you like Friday in the Breeders' Cup, Distaff, race 9. Who is it?
Race 9, number 1, I'm a Chatterbox, 8-1, 3-year-old filly. Florent Giroux, the jockey, Larry Jones, legendary trainer. The horse has shown the ability to come both from off the pace as well as help set the pace. And what we like about I'm a Chatterbox is that she can win no matter what the situation is, in our opinion. She's shown it both from the front and from coming from behind. And we at 8-1, we like her on Saturday. I'm sorry, on Friday.
And on Saturday, real quick, give us I know you got a big long shot. This one's in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, race 9 as well.
Breeders' Cup Juvenile, number 4, Unbridled Outlaw, is 15-1. Horse has only raced 3 times, has experienced traffic problems in all 3 races, still comes out and has hit the board on all 3 races, a first and 2/3. If this horse gets out front, it's got a veteran jockey. It's been on the merry-go-round with the jockeys. Picks up Mike Smith on Saturday. Huge upgrade at the jock spot, and at 15-1, could be balloons.
All right, big balloons. All right, thanks again. Sig Las Vegas coming in and joining us to help us out with the Breeders' Cup on Saturday. Be sure to check him out at Wager Talk News. He's in there every week. He covers the biggest stake races of the week, and you can get his analysis on the races. I appreciate it. Longtime friend and not a bad horse handicapper. We go toe-to-toe quite often at the sports books at Red Rock and GVR. That's it for the Breeders' Cup. Check out all of our other football selections this week on the videos at wagertalk.com. Good luck, everybody.